Oh, yeah?
Uh-oh, Seahawks. You just got your kneecaps bitten by the Detroit Lions.
Hey, man, it feels good to win again. All right, man, we talked about 1 week, man. All in for one to get us to 3. It's outstanding. The best thing we're doing right now, man, this game was so evident. We took the ball, man, we didn't quite get going offensively. Defense, you come out and you stick it to them, man. Get it right back, and now all of a sudden we're up like we wanted to start the game. And it just went back and forth that way. It really did, man. Offense, we needed you. You stepped up. Defense, when we needed it, we needed to stop, Curb. You come up with a huge play. Good teams complement each other, man. I'm proud of you. That's a good win. That's a damn good win. We're back to 3, man. And you don't worry about what anybody else is doing. You don't look across there, who won, how much, who are they playing next. Man, you just win the one in front of you. And then you just start lining them up and knocking the next one off. That's what you do. It's a good win, gentlemen. All right, I got 3 game balls. Ben Johnson, let's go, man. I'm going to pray to God that this player played an outstanding game start to finish because I'm about to give him this game ball. Okay? I saw a couple of blocks that were outstanding, man, throwing his body. And then when they cover 0 our ass, 70-yard touchdown right through the defense.
Yes,
J-Mo!
What's up, man? We good. Days off, we come back, we gonna get on Dallas, man. Let's go.
I already mentioned it, man. You talk about finishing the game, man. We don't have to deal with anything else. Onside kick, going back on the field. Kirby, that's a hell of a
I just want to thank God, bro, and I love y'all boys. I cannot do this without y'all, man.
We'll see you tomorrow. Break it down. Break it down.
Give y'all 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh man, it's such a great victory Tuesday. It kind of feels great to finally get that monkey off our back, taking care of that goddamn thorn in our side. And I'll be honest, this Monday night game, it always seems like no matter what happens in this Detroit-Seattle rivalry, these two teams never disappoint when they face each other. Always high-scoring affairs, electric fun games to watch. You know, a lot of Seahawks fans said that the game Monday night would feed families for generations. And after Monday, I think both fan bases as a whole can unanimously agree. It does feed families. Feeds a lot more families than Tennessee Miami did. Because yeah, I think if we were all paying attention to that game, and it was fucking boring, especially the first half, when both teams were trying to peg each other to death with field goals. While in the 3-1-3, there was no such thing as pegging people to death with field goals. The only thing that was being pegged, the only thing both teams were pegging each other to death with were touchdown spikes through the world. And in case you're wondering why I'm looking at the TV, as you see here, I am watching the Tigers game right now while recording this. Currently, it's the bottom of the 7th, and it's 3-0 Tigers. There's 1 out. Caratini is currently up at bat. They have best pitching for the Tigers right now. Since Tariq Scooble's out after 6 innings, after Scooble pitched 6 scoreless innings in his first postseason start. So Tariq Scoobel really adding on to that Cy Young case. So, but yeah, once this recap's uploaded, it will be well after this game is over. But anyway, back to the Lions game itself. You know, just a really great game for the Lions. You know, Lions did everything they needed to win this game, like I said in the preview. You know, run the ball, control time of possession, and Detroit did that a lot. Like I said at the start of the week, the offense needs to step up to the plate, and they finally did. You know, Jahmyr Gibbs had a 2-touchdown game. Jared Goff actually did something that hasn't been done since the fucking 40s. He actually threw a perfect game, most completions without an incompletion, and most yards thrown without an incompletion. Just the total package. I mean, there was that one incompletion, but it got ruled off because of offensive pass interference on Big Cock Brock, right? So it ends up being a perfect game. I have actually never seen a QB throw a perfect game before like that. So yeah, hey, there's a first for everything, and hey, I'm glad it was Detroit that got that, especially Jared Goff. Jared Goff even got a receiving touchdown because of the great play call with Amon-Ra throwing the ball right to Jared Goff. So yeah, it's very obvious. Amon-Ra believes in Jared Goff. He believes in Jared Goff. Defensively, it wasn't one of the better games for the defense. Easily the worst game the defense has had this year. Mainly because they put Seattle in such a hole early to where Seattle was forced to throw bombs. I mean, they did it all right job containing Geno Machino. I mean, only like 2 sacks though. Mainly none were Hutchinson, so the rest of the team stepped up. I mean, Malcolm Rodriguez stepping up in place for the injured Derek Barnes, and then you had Levi Onsarike step up too. I mean, DJ Reader step up too. You know, there were some positives to have it. Even the secondary, well, Carlton Davis, he got flagged quite a bit because he spent the entire game up against DK Donkey Kong Metcalf. And, well, it went about as well as he expected. I mean, there was some moments where DK got the better of him, especially when Carlton Davis kept getting flagged for holding and pass interference. And Terrion Arnold had quite a game. I mean, the first half, Terrion Arnold looked shut everyone down. And then the second half, he wouldn't stop getting goddamn penalties. I mean, one of the big things that really helped keep Seattle in this game was because of Detroit's defense getting so many fucking penalties. Just a bit pretty undisciplined on all fronts. Like, so Detroit's got to clean. There's a lot of things Detroit needs to clean up better in this bye week. You know, especially penalties. They got to be better disciplined, you know. I mean, everyone can complain about the officiating all they want. It doesn't change the fact about how undisciplined the team is. Like, they got to clean some shit up. Like, even if the officiating's bad, you still can't put yourself in a position where the officials can fuck you off with a bad call or 2 or 3. So yeah, and actually now as we're watching, the 7th inning just ended. The Tigers made them go 3 and out. So yeah, Tigers will be going up to the bat to start off the 8th. So I thought just take a break there and take a look at that. I have the volume on mute for the TV so I can still do the video here and not get too distracted. I mean, do you blame me for doing a recap and watching the Tigers playoff game at the same time? I mean, it's the first time the Tigers have been in the playoffs in 10 years, for fuck's sake. Anyway, back to the game, though. Offensively, just outstanding job from Ben Johnson. And if anyone's wondering, Dan Campbell did recognize that he fucked up not giving Jared Goff a game ball. Because he didn't realize Goff had a perfect game. He probably thought Goff had an incompletion or 2. He didn't pay attention there. Well, it's okay, Dan. We're all human. We all make mistakes. We still love you, Dan. But at least Dan admitted that was kind of an asshole move not to give Jared Goff a game ball. Like, Goff 100% deserved a game ball. I mean, how the fuck do you not get a game ball for throwing a fucking perfect game? Like, dear God, like, Jesus Christ. Especially one of the first perfect games in the NFL modern era. Something that hasn't been seen since, like, what, the 40s and 50s or some shit? Like, god damn. So yeah, history was made tonight. But yeah, still a good game, you know, despite it. You know, even despite the defense's issues, they did make some plays, you know, especially winning the turnover battle. You know, Carlton Davis getting the fumble recovery and taking it all the way to the red zone to set up Detroit early to go up 14-0, mainly because DK Metcalf refused to go down. He tried to be like Donkey Kong, holding the barrel of bananas. In the end, in the end, the ball slipped on a banana peel and fell out of his hands. Maybe he should have just let down and not actually be like Donkey Kong for once. Well, DK, we're all human. We all make mistakes at the end of the day. And then the interception from Kirby Joseph to seal the game. So, yeah, that was pretty good. I was happy they sealed the game and Seattle didn't get another touchdown there, since I had money on the line in this game. Because I had Detroit winning by 7 points in this game. And, well, Detroit, they won by 15 points. And, yeah, I got some pretty good money out of this. Especially some other games, too. So, yeah, it was a pretty good day. And Detroit, they get the win 42-27. Another high-scoring affair with the Seahawks. But this time, on the 7th try. So it turned out 7th time was the charm for Detroit. And after about 12 years of trying and 12 years of frustration, the Detroit Lions finally beat the Seattle Seahawks in a game. I've said it the last couple years that that's to be the definition of insanity. And it may have driven me insane with how much Seattle has had Detroit's number for so many goddamn years. But Detroit finally beats the Seahawks and finally gets that monkey off their back. Thank fucking God. I don't think I could have taken one more goddamn loss to Seattle. It might have fucking driven me into getting some serious mental health. Thank God. Just this time, Detroit was the one that got the upper hand. Just absolute game plan on offense. Like, offense stepped up to the plate when the defense didn't have one of their better days. But even despite that, the defense made some key plays when it mattered and got the job done. So yeah, great win. Hands Seattle their first loss of the season. And now Detroit is 3-0 against the NFC West this year. They've beaten the Rams, they've beaten the Cardinals, and now they've beaten the Seahawks. 3 down, 1 to go. You're next, San Francisco. See you in January on Monday Night Football. If that game even is still on Monday Night Football, since that could get flexed, because there's a lot that could happen between now and Week 17. Since if any Seahawks fans are wondering when the Lions play the 49ers, it's not till the end of the year at Week 17. And it's supposed to be a Monday night game. At the moment, that can all change if it gets flexed. Because like I just said, we're only at Week 4. Like, Week 17 is 13 weeks away from now. Like, Week 17, like, that's like near the turn, that's like near like January when we head into 2025. Into that portion of the season. So, the Lions, they have a chance to sweep the NFC West. They just gotta wait a couple months to have that shot. But Detroit got the win. Gives Seattle their first loss of the year. Detroit goes 3-1. And hey, if it comes down to Detroit and Seattle for a playoff spot this year, this time Detroit will have the tiebreaker off head-to-head record. So, but even despite that, though, I don't want it ever to come down to that. I'd rather win the goddamn division and just do our own job and control what we can. But yeah, because I think Detroit could still be in the driver's seat and still win the North. Even despite Minnesota starting 4-0. Like, that start's not going to be sustainable. Like, we've seen Minnesota... Like, I've seen Minnesota start years 5, 6-0 and completely collapse and miss the playoffs. Like, hell, the last time Minnesota started a season that good, they didn't even make the playoffs. That was like 2016 when they started 5-0, and then after that 5-0 start, they proceeded to lose 8 of 10. But yeah, but yeah, and I feel like Darnold's about to have completely collapsed. Who knows? Maybe Minnesota's undefeated by the time we play them, and we hand Minnesota their first loss of the year. That would be fitting, and it would piss the Viking fans off even more. Especially since, you know, Detroit did take this belt from Minnesota in their house. But yeah, got the win. You know, we have the bye now. So yeah, there will be some Detroit sports content. I'm going to have the Tigers Astro series recap be its own video. And then the weekly recap will just be recapping Red Wings preseason. Which honestly, who really gives a fuck about preseason hockey? It's like preseason football. No one really gives a damn. And if anybody actually takes it seriously, then you might be a fucking dumbass. Since preseason's just player evaluation and testing and tuning for the regular season. But yeah, Lions got the win. And hey, shout out to the Seahawks, Seahawks had an absolutely great game. Like I mentioned at the top of the recap. It seems like this Lions-Seahawks rivalry is actually a pretty fun rivalry. And honestly, Seahawk fans, one positive about you, you aren't a massive dicks about losing to Detroit like Rams fans are. So hang your hat high on that one. But yeah, just an absolute great game. And hey, Detroit finally got up on top, go 3-1 entering the bye week. And now Detroit's got 2 weeks to prepare for Dallas and a revenge game against the Cowboys for what happened last year. So yeah, 2 weeks to get ready for revenge against the Cowboys. And yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the bye week and take some time to rest and enjoy some Tigers baseball right now. But yeah, anyway, see y'all later. I'm out. Go Lions and go Tigers. Oh my.